Hello, my name is Jocelyn Nelson, and my action research paper was called Reading and Technology, a study about how technology increases engagement during reading. My abstract, the study describes the effects of using technology in reading lessons to promote engagement. The study was performed in a general education reading class at Crothersville Middle School. The participants were 26 graders of low reading abilities. These students are typically around 3rd to 4th grade reading level, and the majority of the students are unmotivated and uninterested in reading. Students were given one lesson that was a typical reading and writing strategies, then students were given another lesson the next day that incorporated the use of technology into their reading, and the results show that the students increased motivation when incorporating technology in their reading. Purpose statement. The purpose of this study will be to discover how we can help low-achieving students to be focused and attentive during reading lessons. This study will focus on how technology incorporated into reading lessons can increase engagement. Research questions. Can integration of technology in reading instruction effectively engage my unmotivated students during reading lessons? What technological devices or programs can be used to engage students during reading lessons? Participants. There are 20 kids in my class, 26 grade students, 9 females and 11 males. 50% were of African American descent, 35% Caucasian, 15% Latino. And the students were in a low reading group, typically around 3rd to 4th grade level. The setting, the area that I'm in is of a low socioeconomic area. It's in southeast Missouri. All the students are allowed to have free breakfast and lunch due to the economically depressed area. We have most of the materials we need in the classroom, and the classroom's of an average size. Data collection. The study took 2 different reading lessons and used observations to make an analysis of the effectiveness of the level of engagement in the classroom. To keep consistency, they both occurred at the same time of day. They're held in the same room. The first reading lesson didn't incorporate technology, and then the second one used technology. And an observational record was kept on student engagement throughout both of the lessons. Lesson 1. I used a rating scale, and then I put comments and observations on the side. So the first lesson, I didn't use any technology in the lesson. We had a read aloud, a discussion, and we worked on some questions about our reading. And I rated 1 was the lowest level engagement to 5 being the highest level engagement. So on the read aloud, I scored the students as a 2. Some of them were staring off. I was having to constantly redirect them. 2 students were giggling. During the discussion, I rated as a 3. A lot of the students were getting sidetracked and on other topics and so forth. Then during the questioning, I rated it a 1.5. A few of the students, a lot of the students in the classroom have behavior issues too, and a few of them refused to do any of the work, rolling eyes and so forth. Okay, my second lesson, I used technology in this lesson. And once again, 1 is the lowest level of engagement and 5 is rated as the highest level of engagement. So the students watch a short little video talking about what Aesop's fables are, introducing it to them. I rated this as a 4.5. It gave them a good introduction to what they were going to be reading about. They were quiet. They were watching the video. It was pretty good. They were fine with that. Then the students got tablets and headphones, and they listened to Aesop's fables. And I only had 1 student that said, I listened to this already, and, when they obviously hadn't. But other than that, it was pretty good, so I rated that as a 4. Then the students got online on their tablets, and they talked back and forth, answering questions about Aesop's fables. And I rated this as a 4.5 because almost all the students were talking back and forth, and I believe this is kind of due to their use to texting and so forth back and forth, so it was more relative to them. Then we just had a discussion in the class. The kids mainly stayed on topic this time, I think because they got excited from the texting back and forth, and a few did stray off. So I give that a 4. And then finally, search engine, I allowed the kids, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes just to kind of search more information about Aesop's Fables. I gave this about a 4.5 because all the students, regardless, except for one, were all searching and looking up more information and finding other Aesop's Fables. Conclusions. My students seem to be motivated by the use of technology in the classroom during my reading lessons. And I find this to be true by their level of engagement increasing dramatically in the classroom when technology is incorporated in a lesson. Due to this, lessons in the future will have technology incorporated throughout to help my students succeed.